stars align. Kelly Coffee takes you on a ride divine. In her thought bubble we soar through the night, exploring the universe, our vision takes flight. The symphony of galaxies fills the air. Come with me, let's ride on the cosmic breeze. With Kelly Coffee we'll journey through galaxies. In her God bubble we'll explore the unknown, a grand adventure like no other we've known.
through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling. I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all going live. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. Back a year ago.
Hey guys, it's me, Kelly. How you guys doing? Hey, good morning. What's going on with you? What day is it actually? Is this Wednesday? I'm not sure. Let's see. Hey. Was 3i Atlas just another Y2K? Or is this truly the turnaround humanity needed? You guys tell me. Because here's the cool thing. I want every day to be good news day. Every day is good news day. So you guys create your reality from your perspective. If you think you're playing a character, and there's lots of other characters if that's where you are, from your position and perspective as a character, you're playing this game. Now think of how filtered this fraction is. First of all, it's a fraction, and it's filtered. You're not even seeing this fractal for what it truly is through a filter. Good news. This is good news day. When you let go and allow whatever the original settings are, these avatars go to those original settings. That's the good news, you guys. You don't have to know where everything is. You don't have to put everything back on the shelf properly. It's like you're at checkout. It's like, oh crap, I don't want this item. And so you give it to the cashier and then it magically gets back on the shelf. Right? You don't have to know where things go. The universe orders it for you. Because it's going on like a toroidal field That's just this never-ending flow. Good news, good news. 3-eye atlas. So we're looking at 3-eye atlas in all of its glory. And what is it to us? Is it, in our mind, a type of control? Then let's look at our overall energy. We're going to find that in everything in our life. I mean, stop me when I go off the road here. So if we're in savior mentality, there's someone is going to come and save me. Or, no one's coming to save me. I have to save myself. Anybody find yourself in that place, or just me? Right? The universe isn't quick enough. So that, no matter who the savior is why are we creating something that's of such peril, or such a thing that we're rescuing ourselves from our own creation? See how this is good news, you guys? See how much energy we have put forward, pushing and pulling, trying to fix the stuff that can't be fixed. It's a never-ending, rotating toroidal field. Good news today again. Where did I put this? I think it's here. I think this is where I parked it. Yes, it is. Okay, here we go. Check this out. I'll play it a few times so that you can, keep looking at it. Because as you look at it, you're going to see a lot of common patterns and everything, and go, oh my God. Wow. Look at that. It starts out as a sphere that's expanding, if you will, and a sphere that expands inside of a box. A cube. A cube. Let's look at this. Now, when we look at a toroidal field, and these are just random things off the internet, so don't take these like 100%. This is more of a natural toroidal field. It turns around, and it also is in a direction of, hold on. Oh, here we go. This one looks a little better. See how it's coming out of the top? It goes around on the outside, and see how if we were tiny little particles, how much farther away you are at the outside of the toroidal field in a natural rotation. Think of this as an eye looking upward. So this is the general shape of everything. When we get to the matrix on the top right, see the matrix on the top right, this is like information that I was given by Ra like over a decade ago, you guys. Where that the pyramid with all the different colors. This is the matrix. This is a pyramid that is an eyeball. We're looking into a pyramid, and when that happens, you get something more like this, where you've got squares, and then when you take the squares and make it three-dimensional, we've got cubes. So this is what happens is we find ourselves in a place of cubes while we're having this kind of experience. Okay, are you following me so far? Crap. I hope this makes sense. I hope this makes sense. So we're having this natural experience that looks like, hold on. That looks like, bear with me. Take me a second. All right, here we go. It looks more like this. So this toroidal field natural experience that we're having before it turns into a square or a cube is this. So we're having this experience that we look in a pyramid we look at the pyramid from the top, just an example, like the logo, where you've got that white circle, let's say. So just put the eye in place of that white circle right there. And the eye is pointing towards the pyramid. So in other words, we are pumping pure white light consciousness, just being conscious, period, into a pyramid. A pyramid with ordered levels and layers, and each level and layer has meaning. I hope this makes sense, you guys. And then when that happens, hold on. Crap, where was the other stuff? Oh my God. That's not it. Oh my gosh. I forgot what tab I was on. Damn it, fuck. Okay, so we did the turtle fields, and I was down. Let me try sine waves. Sorry, you guys, I forgot where it was. That was not it. Okay, let me try this one. It's like, damn it, fuck. Oh my God. Okay, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Let's try this one. This is it. Here we go. There we go. Okay, so then when we find ourselves in a natural state inside of, let's say, a cube, we start to have this kind of experience. Doesn't it make more sense when you watch it rather than label it, talk about fancy words and all that? When you, I'll play it over and over, you guys, and you can play this video over and over too. You can find this stuff on the internet. I put it in my, did I repost it? I think I reposted it on TikTok. Go check it out. So this is the experience we're having. So when we come across these symbols, let's say, it's like, oh, why is everything in a star pattern? After a while, it looks like 70s yarn art. We put the nails in wood, and you wrap the yarn or the thread or string around it. That's what this looks like to me. So this is the experience that we're having. This is how it starts out. It's like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. So much so that you start to create shit. It's like, wow, look what I did. Look what I could do. Okay, these are figurative. Don't take these too literal, you guys. Look what I could do. The iris of the eyes, where we have the experience where there's avatar bodies and stuff like that, and it's just so fast and fleeting. Pure white light consciousness coming out of the pupil, and then it comes around like the turtle fields that we just saw in motion. And that's why you see hurricanes spin and tornadoes spin, and everything that's created here spins, is because the turtle field spins. As this pure white light consciousness is coming out. And to me, when I remote view it, it looks like bubbles. It looks like bubbles. And all of those are reality bubbles. All these things that come out of reality bubbles. So here's your universe. You look out, it's like, oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Like you did that. You spit all of these consciousness bubbles out. And they got caught up in a care. It's okay. I did it too. You're not the only one. I'm probably just talking to myself right now. I got caught up in the fucking drama. 3-dimensional ball. I'm Gen X. Identified with the illusion. I can't be the only one. And then having this experience, it's like, oh, look over here. What do you mean look over here? What's over here? Oh, look, there's here it is. There's one of these thingies. I've seen them floating around. Now, imagine this is having a 4 sides, a pyramid with 4 sides. And you're looking into The pyramid. Where's my caveman picture? Here we go. There we go. So on the bottom left. It's the eyeball looking into the matrix. The eyeball looking into the matrix. I mean, this is good news day. Isn't it easier to let go when it's like, oh, I see how it's structured now. I see that I'm playing the same game, except in the eyeball position, I'm playing all of it all at one time. Like the entire iris at one time is my experience. Like, wow. And so whatever color your eye happens to be, I'll oversimplify what's going on. Like you're having an iris experience. So whatever color it happens to be, you look bottom left, you look into the matrix and it locks in on, I'm just randomly pick hazel eyes. You're having a hazel eyes experience. And where you experience all the characters at one time. So all of that information for all the characters, but it's only hazel. It's only hazel eyes, one perspective, one angle of things. It's dumped in the dark part. Hold on, let me get the other one that looks a little nicer. Neater and nicer. So it's like all this experience that you're having gets put into, think of this as technology, it's dumped into what looks black up at the top of the pyramid. Which when I actually look at it, it looks see-through, almost like a jellyfish kind of look. It's like almost like this black void. Which a void is nothing, and it's not black. So that doesn't describe it. So it is something. It's got all these colors in it. All the colors. Kind of like jellyfish, where you see all these colors. But it's like maybe dark matter. Would we call it dark matter? The potential to be, is that what dark matter is, you guys? Please help me with the vocabulary, you guys. If we've got nerds and geeks in here, please help me. Where those that speak out of their mouths say, oh, 95% of everything is like dark matter. To me, it feels like dark plasma or a plasma is a potential. See when I remote view, you remote view, you guys do it your damn self and see for yourself. Don't believe anything I say. Holy shit. Go do your own research. But when I look into what's called potential, I'm seeing a plasma, and I'm seeing like a control system like that. That's why you can only choose from a set of things to do. It's a whole lot, but it's preset. That's because you, as in doing the eyeball thing, are looking into something that's taking that a snapshot and applying drama. So you've got what I call the software program, which is the black part on the top. It's got all that information in it. Do this hazel eyes experiment or experience. Now you've got the white. This is where it gets confusing to a lot of people. This dark software program that is written a certain way based on what your eye color was when you looked in it. So a lot of people call this source. So when you get into these belief systems of white light push-pull systems, which you'll see what the white light is that you're pushing and pulling in a second. You see it right there. But this is commonly called source in all of these belief systems, is this software program that contains the all. Does that make sense? How it would feel very godlike? And how some people describe it as it is everything but nothing. Because it's potential. It contains everything. But it hasn't happened yet. Again, you're almost famous. You're almost there. Almost there. Do you like this, having a map? Doesn't it make it easier to let go, you guys? Because I want this always to be good news day with you. If this isn't good news day, fuck it. I'm not going to come on here if it's not good news day. I'm telling you this, not so that you can push and pull, because you're going to see pushing and pulling doesn't work. I mean, keep doing it. Let me know how it's working for you. But it's like, up until now, if you've been pushing and pulling your whole life, and has it worked? How much more evidence do you need? Because do you find yourself in need? That's why we're pushing and pulling, to try and fill ourselves up with stuff you buy with a credit card with interest. The interest keeps going up, but the income does not. This is how, instead of getting in a power position, letting go of the illusion and seeing that the power is truly in knowing who you are, that you're God and created all of it. And you created power and hierarchy and all of that stuff. But a why? Shits and giggles, who knows? That's up to you as to why. It's your question to ask and answer your damn self. Good news day. Good news day. You've got all the answers. I just help you to remember. And hopefully I don't dictate what you remember. Does that make sense? Just kind of point you to the door. It's like, did you know there's a door over there? Oh my gosh, no. I did not know that the door was over there. How do you open it, Kelly? Well, here's how I opened it. You know, it may or may not work for you. Okay, let me try. Oh, it did open. What do I do when I go out? Not my business. Bye. Come back and visit. That's where I see what I do in your life. It's like when you come back to visit, it's like, oh shit, that was it was going well, and then it's like, that's okay. Did you start pushing and pulling? I did start pushing and pulling. There you go. Just let go. Okay. See you later. Bye. I love that position with you guys. So this white part then. So we got our software program. It just sits there and does nothing if you don't do anything else, right? Sits there and does nothing. So then this white part. The white part is awareness. See how you had like pure white light consciousness shooting out of the toroidal field for starters. But you saw how it was shooting out of the eye. This is pure white light consciousness, not awareness. Awareness hasn't been made yet. At this stage, awareness has not been created. This is consciousness, and consciousness is all and every. So you've got this feeling of wholeness. You're having a natural experience inside of a video game that you created, but it's the most natural way to have your video game experience. Gosh, I hope this is helpful to you guys, and that it makes today for you good news day to understand how this works, because this stuff that's coming out of the toroidal field comes out naturally. Like none of this would exist without that toroidal field. So if you got a toroidal field, consciousness is coming out of it. Yeah. So once you start pushing and pulling, hold on, let me go back. There we go. Once you start pushing and pulling, see in this matrix, which is a pyramid, you are utilizing the white light, which is a power source, which a lot of people attribute to God. And if they think that oh, I am God, they're looking at, I'm God because I'm full of this white light. When actually the white light that's going on, bing, if you look at the bottom in the center, where you've got that grid system, you've got white light going on there in that grid system. So when you look at this is what it looks like being inside of it. And think of this grid system instead of blue as being white. The lines are white. So we've got this grid system going on of white light. Now, what is that grid system made of? Hold on. Boom. Oops, almost there. Almost there. Hold on. Okay, see the white light there? That's what the grid is made of. See how when you look into, as if that's an eye on top looking down into it, what do you see? You see 4 sides, which makes a square. No matter what layer you go down, if you're the black layer, white, gold, purple, and so forth. Do you see how when you look down on that layer, if you just take it out, it's a square? This is what creates our matrix, you guys, are these pyramids, and locks it in. Why do you think these huge pyramids are all over the surface? It locks in the experience in the matrix. Good news. It's all a video game. And you think you are the character and you have to push and pull to get out of it. But you're a character that's playing a character that's only created inside of this matrix right here. Because if you have awareness of one character in the game, which is your avatar, let's say, you can block out the entire world and feel like you're the only thing that exists, right? That's awareness. And it can be bigger or it can be smaller. Oh, I only have awareness around this avatar. That is a test, I guess, to see if you are in the matrix or not. Oh, am I looking at this and I don't have any awareness of all the people around me, you know, I can like block them out, none of them exist, it's only me. Or, oh, I'm on the dance floor with that person I love and we're dancing and we're the only two people in the world, no one else exists but us. That's awareness. Oh, I don't want to say that. Let's see, I can, well, close one eye and have one eye open and be aiming at something. I'm not going to say the rest of it. Like if you're able to do that and focus and do that, you're in the matrix. The good news, you guys, that's your test. That's your litmus test to know if you're in the matrix or not. If you can block out, it's like, someone calls you, did you know so and so unalived? Oh, we're so sad. And they're like, oh my gosh, I hadn't thought about them in years. You're in the matrix. Good news. That's good news day. Because well, how do I know if I'm in the matrix or not? Can you block out most of it except for what you're doing? Like you get caught in your Dungeons and Dragons game and nothing else exists. Yes, you're in the matrix. Did I call Dungeons and Dragons good or bad? No. You just know where you are in this. Because, oh, hold on. This is good news day. You guys, it's fucking good news day because you're playing this game of Dungeons and Dragons on the iris, a small little dot on this iris right here. But in the natural experience, you experience all. You experience the entire iris. See the difference? So if you're in a place where you're experiencing the all, you're not in the matrix anymore. But see, because we push and pull, and we can't push and pull consciousness because it's flowing naturally out of this is such good news. It's flowing naturally out of the total field, you guys. You can't push and pull it. You just allow for it. You got to let go of everything to allow for it. And once you allow for it, you're no longer pumping this shit into a pyramid. The all-seeing eye at the top of the pyramid is you playing this video game. See how it's good news? Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm so excited to come with you with such good news. Such good news. Oh, how I received the information, always been curious. Yes. And you guys, I don't want you, and you didn't infer that, Sarah. I don't want you to think that, oh, I have all the information and all of that. I went through a journey that after I unalived the first time, you guys gave me tons of new age advice and all that. And I tried all that stuff and I mastered it. And I went to the Crystal City and look, pictures. I'll show you where I went to. Didn't look exactly like this, but this is a good AI version of it. And all. So I went to this place, the Crystal City and everything. And in that Crystal City, there was a council of 12. See, this is all matrix stuff, you guys. This is levels and layers in the matrix. So there was a council of 12. They keep you busy. No matter where you find yourself, if you find yourself in other dimensions, the matrix is there to keep you busy in that dimension. Right? Spiritual hierarchy. So I busied myself with a council of 12 who taught me all kinds of shit about the matrix. And it was more, not as much spoken as it was like an energy thing. And so whenever I was ready or bored or whatever, roaming around all the dimensions and shit, going, I think I'm in a pyramid. Oh, come over here. You're special. You're chosen. You're special. Come over here. No, they're just trying to distract you so you don't realize you're in the matrix because you're in a place where you can find that out. So they're like, are you curious about something? Yes. Yes, and this new age stuff, and I'm curious about all of that. Well, we'll teach you. Cool. Oh, wait, are there grades? No. And we're not going to pressure you into doing anything. Come whatever you want. Notice it's blue. Blue is always the guardian, isn't it? Of knowledge and information. Hey, get trapped in the blue guys. The blue guys that are like, we know everything you're curious about. Just ask. Oh, it gets better. Oh, I'm sorry, Sarah. Eventually, I will answer your question. This is how I got there. So I was doing all the counsel, was all like, do this shit, do that shit, and I was like, gosh, you guys are like big and beautiful. They were a lot bigger than myself. Like a multi or interdimensional. I don't know what fancy words to put to them. But they weren't like on my level. Oh my God, they weren't even real, were they? Oh shit, that was the astral plane. Oh fuck, they reroute you to the astral. Where you create? Oh, okay. The astral plane, the fourth dimension. What that is an all-in-one computer. Like you got the software in there, and the computer, and the screen. Like you've got everything. Oh my gosh, that's what you're in a computer, and that just is like, oh, are you here to play a game? Which one would you like to play? Get ready to play a game. So then I got busied with learning all this matrix bullshit, push this way, pull that way. I learned it all. And then they were like, okay, you've graduated. Oh, and they got up. See, this feeds the ego. Think about this. This feeds the ego. All the Council of 12, men and women, very large, beautiful, dressed in these glorious clothes. On these thrones, that the back of the thrones go all the way up the walls to there's no ceilings. So they all get up and they bow to me. That confused the shit out of me. Like, what the fuck? Why would they do that? Why would they do that? And someone explained it as, oh, they were showing respect or whatever. But I was like, that just feeds the ego. That just feeds the ego. So see how you get like into spiritual hierarchy and shit? So then, since I graduated, and this is how graduation was, they gave me this crown thing, which I looked back and it was a filter on the top of my chordal field. The one that goes around these avatars that create your universe. So you get a fucking filter while you're there. So you get an education and a filter. It's a control system. It's a limitation. Everything that they teach you is teaching you to limit yourself or to focus your talents only on the matrix. And so then you're still stuck pushing and pulling. So this graduation, they put this energetic type of a golden white type crown on my head. And then I started, I don't know if you call it levitating or hovering upward, which you didn't walk anywhere anyway out there. If you're walking, it's because you're still in that limited mind, and a faux floor is made for you. Like an illusion. It's an idea of a floor when you're not to the place of, oh, I don't need a floor anymore. So then after this graduation, where I just kind of float off where the not ceiling is, because in the city, I don't know if the AI portrayed it that way, but there are no ceilings. So that you just kind of come from wherever and you go into these places with walls. And no doors. Walls, no doors. No ceilings. Because you don't have to walk. Like little gathering places, I guess. So after I floated out, the idea was, now I'm going to go make my own blue crystal city. It had to be blue. So from everything, and it took months for them to teach me all this stuff. Whenever I would go there, they would teach me, and I would go do tasks and all that. And I would go back, and they're like, "Oh, you did so well, and you're learning so well, and so forth." So I created my own crystal city, which in the Matrix, by the way, in the Matrix, I did the same shit that you guys did. It's no different. I still did it. So I made created the blue city. Then I was like, well, now what? Well, now what? So to this day, out there in the Matrix, a blue crystal city has been created by me that I don't think anybody's even there. Probably like wandering spirits go over there. I was like, the fuck is this? What happened here? Did people used to live here and nobody lives here anymore? I mean, nothing looks lived in. Why did they just make it and not move in? Oh my gosh, see how it just wasted so much fucking time? It wasted so much time building this crystal city. Right? Is that cool? So then through that, it was like, who am I? Identity crisis. Who my daddy? Who's my daddy? Who am I? Why am I here? Going through that place. Just being, I don't know. It was a big letting go process. So in that, I hugged the Council of 12. It's like they surrounded me, and I was all like, ew, I don't want to hug right now. But it's like, no, you need to be in receiving mode, and we let us love you. And I'm like, this is kind of awkward and weird. Okay, whatever. So when I was like in the presence of the Council of 12, which is just the Matrix, it's Matrix characters in a video game. They're not even real. Does that make sense? So this there's computer programs that run so to keep you busy. So when the hug took place, there was this knowing, like, oh, I know who my daddy is now. And not 100% like in that way, but it's like, oh, if we're gonna look at if I'm gonna think I am this character, and think the Matrix is, are you okay, puppy? And think the Matrix is real. Who am I in this? What is my lineage? And it's like, oh, I'm a part or piece of Ra. And there's a lot of people who come out with that energy of Ra, even naming themselves Ra. And I guess I was like Kelly in the Ra. Kelly dressed up as Ra. Where this is a larger entity made up of a lot of smaller entities. Is that making sense now? So the larger entity, Ra, in this game that we're playing, a lot of us are the smaller entities that make up the larger, all having this shared experience. Did that make sense? So from this going, oh, I'm like a piece of Ra, which means that I contain all, I don't know if I'm saying this correctly, Sarah. I contain all, instead of being containing some of Ra in a smaller piece, in this smaller piece, all is there. All of Ra is in the smaller piece. It's just having an individual experience. But what's wrong, puppy? Are you okay? I gave you pumpkin seeds. Does that make sense to you guys? Ah. So in that place of understanding that, oh, I've got all the information in my tiny little avatar experience, I've got all the information of Ra, the larger entity made up of a lot of you guys have this like a connection to Ra as well. So again, is Ra good or bad? Ra looking at the Son of God, if you will. Son meaning like a literal sun. And in every dimension, it portrays itself as being something different, but like ruler of this individual thing that's going on. So in that, it's like I had a talk with, well, I didn't know what. at the time. I see it as a larger entity. I'm talking to myself, but the larger entity just saying, hey, it's not the exact words. I know you're my dad and everything, but you're not going to tell me what to do. Every now and then I might come and ask you some questions. But I don't want you to try and convince me of doing it a certain thing. Just answer my questions and don't try to persuade me to do anything. So that was kind of like the ground rules at the beginning, because I didn't understand what raw was. Those were kind of the ground rules for our relationship, with it kind of being portrayed as a father or a dad, or or something like that. It's like, I might come to you and ask questions, but you're not going to tell me what to do. You don't tell me what to do, and so forth. So it was in that place that, stop. Oh my God. It was in that place that I got this pyramid with all the different colored layers. That I got that information. In my opinion, I think I got it in a way that it's like, okay, this is raw or higher aspect of myself, giving me the information of how the matrix is put together. And instead of telling me what to do, that attitude, instead of telling me what to do, I'm just going to see it for what it is and do with it what I wish. Thank you for the information. I'll do what I want with it. So that was kind of my relationship with this concept of raw, Sarah, if that makes any sense at all. So then over the years, this thing being in this direction with the like the God bubble on top and the pyramid like this, I'm finding out that's not at all. This is not at all the way that it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be this direction, which is basically below ground, if you will, or boom, there you go. What is the projector? What is the source? And it's being projected up. In other words, we're dancing on the ceiling. We're dancing on the ceiling. And then I drew this. Wait. I drew. Where's my picture? Oh, the one on the bottom left. I pretty much drew that incorrectly, where it should be the eye on the bottom. Looking up. It's so easy, you guys. So easy to let go of it and find yourself in pure white light consciousness. Isn't that so cool? Because in this, whatever you want to call, whatever we're doing, there's a cycle that's ending. There's a reset that's taking place. And there's a whole lot going on to recycle. To recycle individuals. And in this recycling, you stay in the matrix. Where you can go in and go into like the fourth dimension, this computer that's inside of the matrix, and create pathways. And you'll see a lot of pathways. I don't know if this will be familiar to you guys who, I don't know if you call it astral traveling or what you call it. I just call everything remote viewing pretty much. For the God bubble level, it's all remote viewing. So you know that you're in the matrix when you see concentric circles. Like, oh, look, here's a tunnel that's like a bunch of circles in a row, or a bunch of triangles like in a row that create these pathways. Right? So you know what direction to go in the plasma. Oh, we're in plasma. Good news day, you guys. Good news day. We're in plasma. We're in plasma, like a plasma pool. Hey, Ken, good to see you. Maybe we have to squint a bit more. Ah, um. Anyway, Sarah, did that answer your question at all? Okay. I hope that answered your question. Oh, thanks, V. Oh, your coloring books are so pretty. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, you guys. I really enjoyed the crap out of making these coloring books. I put all the information into like an AI program, and I made hundreds of these to get to the ones that are in the coloring book. So thank you. I've got 3 on my website. You click on the merch tab, and when you do that, and you go to that site, like you could download these and print them yourself. I was trying to get it on, was it Amazon? And it was like if you have one little margin messed up, they won't do it. And I was like, oh my god, oh my gosh. You know, where you could just order it and it's printed and it's sent to you like a book. Like that was so hard, you guys. So yeah, I love these. You guys that are gonna be doing this, like you're an artist and stuff, and you've got paint pens and all, you might like the one that's entitled Black. So you can actually draw over the black with paint pens and so forth. But if you're gonna just do like I don't know, map colors and so forth, you might want to do one like that, like white. And then this one, like there's like a hole in all of them, so you can leave it blank, or you can do, you know, whatever you want in the center. With these, I'm finding it's so cool that a lot of adults are finding a like a respite or relief or a good distraction. So we're going to be distracted. Let's distract ourselves with something that's helpful and de-stressing and so forth. You know, where they're like buying these you know, markers and pens and stuff, that people are not even artists or anything, that they're that they're doing this, and it's so therapeutic for them and helpful in the process of processing everything. So yeah, oh, I had so much fun doing this coloring books, and the pictures are just so beautiful. So all 3 of these, I don't remember if I've got the slow deep breathing and all that in all 3, but I've got the 40. Where are those? Oh, crap. Here, no. Oh, damn it, fuck. Hold on. The 40 or so feelings and emotions, like all of these. I've got one for each page. So like secure, or safe, empowered. So I've got one whole page devoted to wealth, another devoted to prosperity, just that one word, prosperity. So this was my thinking. Doing like a meditation or an exercise with something outside of yourself that's not technology. So if you get like these coloring books and on 8x10 paper of your choice, however you do your thing, whether you color it or not, it can be part of your healing process. It's just a focusing technique for letting go in the area of worth while you're coloring. Isn't that awesome? Or if you just want to print them out and you can put them on the wall, you can put them all over the place because they're just so pretty. You can make almost like your vision board so that you're able to go through all of these feelings and emotions and go through the letting go and allowing and healing process for all of these emotions through a coloring book. That's why I did it. That's why I did it. Isn't that so cool? Why I put this together is it would be an excuse for you to start a healing journey without starting. How do you start a healing journey without starting a healing journey? Well, I don't want it to be official or I won't do it. I'm going to do something different this time. And it's just, I labeled it according to what was over 51% of the color. Labeled it. This one was the obvious. It has a hole in the middle. But what is that hole in the middle? Ah. See, what every single one of these are is a representation of the God bubble. It's like the God bubble, and this is one expression of the God bubble. The God bubble, and this is another expression of the God bubble. And here's another expression of the God bubble. It's the God bubble creating an iris, an eye experience. But before we looked into the pyramid and started matrixing. It's okay. Yeah. Isn't that cool? So pure white light consciousness comes out no matter what. That's just the way that everything's created. From the beginning. You don't have to do anything. So if you hear anybody talking about pushing and pulling consciousness or moving consciousness around or having more consciousness, this is pure consciousness reality bubbles. You can't have any drama without pure consciousness first. So when it's like, oh, we're going to start pushing and pulling, where do we go? Pushing and pulling. You immediately go to this white light right here. There's not a lot of that. There's only enough to fund this experience, not to push and pull while you're in this experience. Does that make sense? There's only enough battery to fund the experience if you observe it. But if you get in there and push and pull that white light, you deplete your white light fund. And nothing works properly. And then we don't see that this is a game anymore. And we start to get caught up into it because we stub our toe. And now our bodies are real because I stubbed my toe. So now my body's real. Right? Let's see. Do you feel that when people pass on, that they can see the deception is a spell broken? And that when we do ask these questions, we usually ask them from our perspective. Tell me if I'm wrong, Sarah. But it might be that you're curious about it, and that maybe you'll get your answer when you pass on. Would that be a good perspective to have in this? See the deception. What if you see when you leave the game? Instead of going, that was deceptive, you just go back to your state of being healed. Because if we're in a place where we keep creating deception and then going, oh, I see. I see now. So if we're continually doing that, we're creating deception in our reality. So in other words, oh gosh, Sarah, it's self-reflection day again. I know it is. Where might we be, and you're not the only one, Sarah, where might we be deceiving ourselves? Just in places where we're not ready to heal, probably. if this was all about me day, there's places where I'm not ready to heal yet. I was like, nope, nope, I don't see that. See what? I don't see anything. Yeah, as your eyes are closed. I see nothing. I see nothing. I'll do anything for chocolate. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sarah. Oh, that's a tough one. Lots of feelings and emotions on that, right? Ah, the cool thing that I find out, because I don't like to talk to unalive people, but the feelings and emotions and all that I get from that situation is they see from where they are, after leaving, that things are clear. It's like, oh yeah, that was just a video game. So no matter what you're doing in that video game, they look down because they can see everything. It's like, oh no, they're also seeing this, that, and the other. It's like, no, they know it's a video game, and they're there to support you if they show up. I mean, they're there anyway, trying to help you. It's just, do you know they're there or not? So it's like, okay, Sarah's doing that thing, but that's not a judgment. Does that make sense? Like, most of us find ourselves in judgment and criticism. And if there was any of that, then it's like, are they still judging me? For that decision I made in 8th grade? I'm sorry, I always point to 8th grade. Are they still mad at me about that? It's like, no, that was just a thing in the video game. And now they're just kind of helping you through the video game. From the perspective of, hey, you're not that character. You're just playing that role to learn something. It's a role. That's a role. Isn't that cool? That's so cool. That is cool. Even if they got recycled, which I don't see recycling even going on. I don't see that anymore. More of a getting outside of this, and you're able to do what you want. Like, that is a possibility. But whatever you do outside there, you still see this properly. Like, you go, yeah, that was Earth. And it's like, woo! It's like, oh no, Sarah's still playing the Earth game. Oh yeah, that was tough. Holy crap, that was tough. Let me go help Sarah. Yeah, it's like that's a rough place to be right there. Let me go help. And then it's kind of like our understanding that they're there helping us and everything is a journey that we take in our own. I'm not saying you're judging and criticizing yourself. This is just kind of putting it out in general and see what, take what applies to you. This judging and criticizing ourselves through our parents. And then our parents are in a place where they don't see things from the same unhealed place, like in the 3rd dimension. It's like, when I was playing Earth, I chose to be unhealed in that place. And now I know what it's like. So now that I know, that was, just a choice. No judgment. No criticism. And all of those programs that had to do with them. In a completely different place. So it's a lot of us communicating with them and everything is us letting go, allowing, and healing. It's this healing process. The more that we heal in those relationships, and those relationships, I'm not saying your relationship was bad. It's just that relationships are relationships, and there's gonna be healing in that. So, and that's the good news, is that healing in these relationships doesn't end when they leave the 3rd dimension. In this systematic realizing that there is no judgment or criticism. Puppy, what are you doing? My gosh. Can you guys hear her? Oh my gosh. What whiny girl? Come here. 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 Did you want attention or what is it that's going on? You already got like pumpkin spice latte this morning. I know, you already got a bunch of that. Like, oh my god. Oh, you guys, my puppy is so freaking spoiled. Who did that to you? Oh, that's me. I did that. I did that. Well, and your auntie and like Uncle Ken, he participated. Yeah, in your spoilage. Yeah, they do. They send you shit. I'll tell you that. Exactly. I already get. And I said Uncle Ken gave you these pumpkin seeds. Yeah. Got all excited. No, I can't give you any more. You're a puppy. And there's only so many I can give you a day. Like me, I mean, I can binge on them. Yeah, but you can't. So you can only eat like a quarter cup. Yeah, Uncle Ken said only like a quarter cup a day. I know. She's looking for things. She's licking your lips. I feel so bad. Can you hear her? Oh my gosh. I saved the turkey broth for like when my friend calls me because she gets all bent out of shape. And if I could start the phone call out with like a like turkey broth, then she settles down. So I don't want to give that to you right now. Girl, there's until you have like your real main food. Like there's only so many treats. So I gotta like, God. Hey Helen, hi Kelly. Just turned on and you're talking about what's going on with me. Oh, and my parents never stop judging me. Drives me mad, so I just shut up and say nothing. Oh, Helen, I'm sorry. Well, the good news, no matter whether parents are here or not, the healing can still continue. A person in my family unalived like last year. Like, probably I'm trying to think if it's, gosh, it might even be a year and a half ago. It seemed like it's just yesterday, but it's a year and a half. Is that weird? And when they are unalived, at my opinion, a relatively young age, um, like my relationship with them, I'll be brief, strained. How about that? Just strained, and it had to do with their judgment, criticism of me. And where I put my foot down and I'm not going to do that, and then once you skip a few years later, and then she's not here. So there was a lot of not speaking before she left, and it's taken a while for. And recently, I saw how I thought like, gosh, I thought we were so close and all that when it was younger and so forth. But then I saw the other dynamics of other people in the family and their roles, if you will, or titles and roles and so forth, and how it played into that, where you see, like, why does everybody cut off the narcissists except for the ones that are benefiting financially from the narcissist? And that's what I saw, is that person couldn't make it on their own. They had to have mom and dad's money, and they had a lot of money. Mom and dad. So of course they were going to side with mom and dad, not liking me and judging and criticizing, and coming to those places. Sorry, I didn't know. And being able to see it for what it was, and not to say it was okay to do, but just an understanding that this narcissistic financial support, they had to agree with the belief system of the narcissists that were funding their life. Oh my god, holy crap. Oh gosh, you guys, I'm so sorry. Wow. So I understand different details. I'm not saying our details are the same. Not saying that at all, Helen. Just the And then I look. Oh, I wouldn't even. Nope. Just. It doesn't matter. It's when you're dealing with narcissists, you have a type of, okay, I'm not a counselor, by the way. This is my armchair diagnosis. A type of psychosis where you see life as quite just distorted, not what it is, like through the eyes of a narcissist. And so you view your world, and it's like you live in a crazy place. Ah. Oh gosh, Helen, I'm sorry. I just triggered and just woo! Oh my gosh, Kelly spiraled downward. Hi there, Michelle. Good to see you. Same with my parents, Helen. Oh, I'm sorry, I got in the middle of your conversation there. Sorry about that. Hey, Sarah. Oh, Sarah's so sweet. Big hugs to everyone. No, right, Sarah. Like, holy crap. Oh. Ooh. Wow. How did we get here? My gosh. I feel a billion times better, and I don't know what we were talking about. Like I just woke up. Oh, hi everybody. We're on a live, and I don't know what we were just talking about. What whiny puppy? Did you watch some attention? Like she has a cancer. I was saying. Like, do you need some reassurance and some love? Come here. Do you want mommy hugs? Oh no, that's not a mommy hugs look. They're she's implying FOOD. Hey, how would you like some goat's milk and carob powder and some honey? Yeah? Yeah? Okay, let me spoil my puppy. Oh, hold on. Let's spoil puppy. Yes. Okay, so we'll get some carob powder. Ooh, you're gonna like this. This is so good for like stem cell production. Yeah. Yeah, good stuff. This carob powder. It's delicious too. Yeah, it's gonna help everything to like heal at a cellular level. Like parasites don't like it at all. Yeah. I know. Okay, hold on. Let's get the oh my god. Here we go. Okay, for dogs, because there's no lactose in it. So here's goat's milk. Oh yeah, goat's milk, carob powder. Hold on. You can't eat it yet. It's just powder. You can't eat it yet. Hold on. Oh, where's the? Oh, here it is. Hold on. Let's put some honey in there. Some honey. Oh, you're gonna love this. This is gonna be so good. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes, you've already had pumpkin spice latte. You're so spoiled. Yeah, you're getting like 2 exotic drinks today. Pumpkin spice latte and goat's milk with carob powder and honey. There you go. Okay. Ugh. So maybe I've got her occupied for just a moment. It's fireweed honey. My hair, right? Hey, Helen. My parents have been so good to me. Have in my house, but it comes with a cost. They make me feel unworthy and useless, and I wish they would just let me be. Thank you, Helen. Oh, Helen, I'm so sorry. Here's the good news. Yeah, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Fuck that. Now, let's think about this as far as making you, Helen. Now, did they come in and just sit on you and force you to feel unworthy? How did they make you feel unworthy? Oh, let's look at our perspective. Possibly a perspective of a child being made to do something, but you're a grown-ass adult. That's a good news. You don't have to be made to do anything. Fuck that shit. That's number one. Number one, fuck that shit. At a cost. At what cost? Are we still living in a place of just all this transactional stuff? Like, to get something awesome, I gotta pay. That's in the what is happiness? Is happiness just relief from suffering? See how it's that mentality? Ooh, yeah. Helen, fuck that shit. Nobody. You say it's in the middle. Well, maybe not if anybody's around right now, but it's like, I'm worthy. I deem myself worthy. I dub thee worthy. And useless. Useless? Holy crap. They could just go home. If that's the cost, fuck that shit. If there's that price to pay, oh, hell no, I'm not having guests anymore. I'm done. No more guests in my house. Yeah, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. I'm not going to pay. Where did I'm running up my white life credit card here. I'm going into debt for this. It's not worth it. Not worth my sanity. Make me feel unworthy. No one can make you feel unworthy. Fuck that shit. You can't make me. Well, let's get rebellious at the beginning. You can't make me. I wish instead of saying fuck this shit. No, there's no wishing. If I wish upon a pile of shit, that is what I'm going to get. Fuck that shit. I'm worthy. And fuck you. And fuck the camel you rode in on. Fuck you. And fuck that shit. Or something like that. Or I don't know. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. And just wishing. Yeah, fuck wishing. Boundaries. There's no wishing in boundaries. There's no crying in judo. And there's no wishing in boundaries. You tell them. You tell them. Callie. Tell them. Fuck that shit. They're going to let you be when you be. You be and you have a boundary. Oh my gosh. I feel like Muhammad Ali. Holy shit, Helen. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. No more costing. No more. Don't take the bill. Send the bill back. Return to sender. I'm not paying this bill. I'm not paying this one. I'm not paying. How long do you pay every year? That stops now. It stops now. Even if you made a payment or two, fuck that shit. You don't have to. Can you afford to parent your parents? They had you. They're responsible for themselves. And if themselves isn't going to change, then there's your boundaries. Hey, look, mom and dad, look, I have boundaries. In my experience, and results may vary, but anybody who's ever put their foot down to a family member, if it is going to work out, it works out over the course of about 2 years. When you do the boundaries, that could result in no contact and so forth. If the relationship goes away, it was supposed to go away. Isn't that good to know? When you set up those boundaries, there's going to be fluff. Like when a family member that used to boss me around all the time was 20 years old and married at a family gathering. She was standing up and going and doing stuff. She sits down. I'm eating at the table. She says, Kelly Ann, go get me a cup of coffee. And I said, go get it yourself. Oh, you could have heard a pin drop. That was a change in the relationship. That narcissistic person was was no longer getting out of that relationship. What they got was a fucking like remote control slave and a fetching slave. And you go, how did the baby boomers get to do so much? They ordered everybody around. We were their little fucking servants. I'm sorry, I digress. What were we talking about? Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. You know why? They try to make you feel unworthy because they feel unworthy and that's all they know. Let them have it. I mean, not like that. Like let them have their own bubbles is what I meant. Like, don't do that. For entertainment purposes only, Helen. But don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't let them have it. But let them have it. It's yours. Not my circus, not my monkeys. Not my circus, not my monkeys. I'm bloody 54. And it's ridiculous the power they have. They're coming tomorrow. But guess what? You're not going to make any payments tomorrow. You're going to be Bubble Helen. Yeah, you tell them, Callie. You tell you're going to be Bubble Helen. Fucking Bubble Helen. Coming tomorrow. And I'll be so stressed my husband can't understand it. Then don't be stressed. Do nothing. When in doubt, do nothing. Just be. Go buy everything pre-made. Have everything in packages. Don't even read the ingredients. Who cares? So, okay, maybe read. Don't. Okay. Whatever. Don't. Just don't. What if? Helen, let's do an exercise. Let's do an exercise, okay? The exercise is, I don't give a fuck. I don't have any shits to give. I don't have any fucks to give. And let's turn it into a bubble. And you're in it, and we're going to tomorrow in it. How's that? Wait, did you say tomorrow? Yeah, fuck that shit. Okay, so what you're going to get in fucking I don't give a shit Bubble Helen. So we're in I don't give a shit. Now it's tomorrow. You're in your I don't give a shit bubble, and it's tomorrow. So where are you going to position yourself? I mean, you don't rhetorical. You don't have to answer. Are you sitting in a chair? Are you standing up? Or, where are you? And you're in your I don't give a shit bubble. And they're shenaniganing. They're going through your cabinets and going, oh my God, do you ever clean? And shit like that. I don't know. Just they probably don't do that, but oh my gosh, I'm doing an exercise with Helen. Chill out. Come here. What do you mean so whiny, girl? I don't know. Yeah. So Bubble Helen. Hi, Bubble Goddess. Oh my gosh. So you're an I don't give a shit bubble, and it's tomorrow, and you're sitting, standing, or whatevering, chopping up vegetables, whatever floats your boat. Not my business. Or you're out back pretending like you're on the beach shore, the margarita in your hands. I don't care what you do. You're I don't give a shit bubble. It's like, hey, it's a buffet. Everybody can feed yourself. You just go buy a bunch of shit and put it out on the countertop. Let everybody fucking feed themselves. Take care of themselves and entertain themselves. So here's the key to the car. Drive yourself wherever you want to fucking go. Okay, Helen, only take like part of my advice, but not even that much. Like, just this is for entertainment purposes only. You need to make your own decisions. What would that be like? And I don't give a shit bubble. It doesn't have to just be Helen. Anybody else here want to I don't give a shit bubble or whatever? Whatever. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. If I don't give a flying fuck. Yes. Yeah, Callie agrees. Callie agrees. Oh, did you eat all of that? Wasn't that good? That carrot powder and your goat's milk. That was so good, wasn't it? And the honey. Oh, yeah, you are spoiled. Freaking, I can smell you. You're so rotten. Yeah, you are spoiled rotten. You are spoiled rotten. Yes, you are so spoiled rotten. I should give some current pictures of Puppy. You guys go out there. If I could like block out like where I am and everything, I'm trying to figure out how to film Puppy, chasing the ball and all that. 'Cause she's so adorable when she chases the ball. Trying to figure out how to film it without showing my surroundings. Privacy issues with the neighbors and everything. But if I can figure out a way to film it, I would love to film playing catch. Oh, I've got the hiccups. Playing catch with her orange ball. Oh my gosh, I've got the hiccups. Hey, Helen. Oh, no, they do that looks everywhere by judges because my lawn isn't cut. Well, then they can fucking cut it. Yeah, when they arrive to say, if you don't like anything, fix it. I don't want to hear about it. Because my lawn isn't cut half. Well, who fucking care? Fuck that shit. You don't like it, then mow my fucking lawn and please yourself. Because I'm fucking happy. I'm fat and sassy. Ah. I wasn't calling you fat, Helen. That's it. I feel like mayonnaise when I say that. Fat and sassy. I feel like mayonnaise. So okay. So, thanks, Kelly. I'm in it. I don't give a shit, Helen Bubble. And thanks, Puppy, for your input. Oh, do you want your hair brushed? Do you want me to brush your hair? Where is your hairbrush? Oh, where is your hairbrush? Oh, where, 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 oh, where is your hairbrush? No, sorry, it sounded like I was tone deaf. Oh, I found it. Oh, there is your hairbrush. Right there is your hairbrush. Oh my God. Okay, got it. Right there, 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 right there. Here's my hair. Oh, she does want me to brush her hair. Doesn't work anymore. It doesn't work anymore. She likes it. Oh, good girl. Well, thanks, Ken. I got suckered into brushing her hair. So I guess after we talk, I'll go outside and I'll go brush her hair. You're my good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Ooh, just a little shedding, not much. Ooh, let's get your, I know it's your elbow. Your elbow. There you go. Okay. There. Girl, no, you're liking this too much. It didn't work. It didn't work. But I've got to have another threat that actually is like a threat. Like something she doesn't like. Because at one point she didn't like this, but she was still like a little puppy and all. But now she loves it. Because it's mommy time. Aww, it's mommy time. Yeah, it's mommy and Callie time. Look at all the hair that's coming off of you. Look at all of that. Oh, you're such a cutie. You are. Oh, oh, you're just a sweetie puppy. Yes, you are. It's a right there, people, Callie. Girl, I'm doing it live. You're distracting me way too much. How about we go outside and then I'll brush your hair outside? Don't give me the mouth of contempt. I know the mouth of contempt is when it goes straight across. Yeah, I don't want to see that face. No. No, I know the mouth of contempt. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, speaking of unworthiness, Helen. What? What? What am I unworthy of this time, puppy? Where have I not given you everything that you desire in life? All right, you guys. It seems like I have a job to do today. To spoil my puppy. So, and thank you, Ken, for helping me to spoil my puppy. We have 2 baby zebras now. We had a mama zebra, 2 baby zebras. And one of the zebras was at the neck. We'll say that there's stuffing all over the floor, but she got it at the neck. But the rest of it's intact, and so it's okay. These tough toys, which is good. She cannot use her nose and do it, squeak the squeaker. Kelly, she can't squeak the squeaker on it. They're such tough toys. She can't do it. So then she brings it to me for me to like stomp on it because it does the squeaky thing. When I stomp on it, like with my heel, I have to put my full weight on it to make it squeak. So it's a toy that keeps giving, because it's like she can't make it squeak, and she's trying to get to that squeaker, so it's this big challenge. Oh my gosh, puppy. Well, go drink your water. Oh, holy crap. All right, guys. I love you, and thanks for hanging out. Definitely thanks for hanging out. And I don't know, did we cover the topic? Was 3i Atlas just another Y2K? Again, it's what is our relationship to it? Because the energy is always changing. It's an ever-rotating toroidal field. It never stops turning. Is this truly the turnaround humanity needed? Well, does humanity find itself in need? Yoda has spoken. Does humanity find itself in need? Then we find ourselves in need. And what is this turning around? When we let go of everything and we find ourselves in a toroidal field that is in a plasma field. There is no turning around in a plasma field. You don't go anywhere, because every bit of that plasma has the potential to be anything and everything in all of creation. Isn't that beautiful? You don't have to go anywhere to access everything in the plasma field. Simply because you are in that plasma field, you have access to it all. There is no traveling forward or backwards or up or down. There is no sense of direction until you create a reality with direction in it. In order for it to be created, first you have to create time, which is an ordering of events. And then from the ordering of events and the experience of the events, there is an illusion of distance. So there's an illusion of time, which is simply ordering events, and an illusion of distance, which is a perceived time in between events. Because the present moment is the only thing that exists. The present moment is the only thing that exists. So what we think of as the past and time and distance never existed. It was just an illusion of time that in the present moment, we are applying those rules to our experience. And if you're for the future, there is no future. There's just the present moment, what we're doing right now. And since we've ordered events, it's ever changing. So if we assume it's always going to change instead of try and make it the same, it's so much easier to let go, isn't it? Happy New Year to all, says the Gat. For us in 4 hours. Oh, congratulations on that. You're welcome, Helen. Again, Yoda has spoken. So when we look at the concept of our world was made, our world has 4 corners. Let me show you something real quick. It's gonna blow your mind to think about. The world has 4 corners. The world has 4 corners. The 4 corners of the world. The 4 corners of the world. Or 8. 8 completion, right? The 4 corners of the world Here's a cube version of it. Think of every surface as a theater screen. Wow. This has 6 sides. 6 sides to it. And in this, where we're trying to have a natural experience. Didn't that say a lot just looking at it? This is why if you get caught up in pushing and pulling the white light system, it's confusing. Because it's like, wait a minute, I'm having this experience as a sphere, but I'm putting myself inside of a container. Well, this is the matrix, a cube container. And if you take this, you could divide and subdivide as you see. And what do we see a whole lot of when we divide and subdivide? Do we see a whole lot of triangles, trapezoids, trap, that trap? So we start out with good intentions as a sphere because we're doing the toroidal field thing. So what are we experiencing truly? If you look at this as the concept of this is a plasma field on the outside of the skin of the bubble, that's a plasma field. And that's where we're having our experience. And we can have the experience all at one time with this spherical plasma field. Okay? And so we're doing our thing and go like, what the fuck is this? Whoa, hold on. See, all of this is still the skin of your bubble. Does that make sense? Everything that's going on right now is still the skin of your bubble. Right? Only there are rules, or let's call it patterns. There's rules applied to it. So you experience all of this stuff, and it gets really crazy when you start to have all this ordered, all this stuff going on. Wow, check it out. So what is the simplest thing to do? Instead of get inside of this, which it looks like it's always moving, and try and map it out. You finally have a map for it, and it looks like it changes. Finally figure I have a map. It looks like you have the whole version of the map. Isn't this exciting? You guys always want every day to be good news day for you. I do. Every day being a good news day. Because when you look at this sphere in the first place, instead of going, I'm going to map this out and figure it out in this never-ending craziness, or I'm going to let go of the idea that there is even a box or a pyramid. I'm going to let go of that idea and allow a spherical experience. Because this is fun. I mean, this is playing in a sandbox, you guys. But this sphere, we experience everything all at one time, is amazing. This is where you've got a lot of order and order it this way. So we create time and space and drama and so forth. And there's Kardashians. You see them go by. Yeah, fuck that shit. Hold on. I think I saw Kanye. Anyway. So inside of all of this craziness is where we try to find meaning and purpose and shit. And what does that look like? The meaning of life? It truly looks like relationships here. Was my relationship obviously with myself? This is like, what is my relationship with myself? Oh my gosh, isn't it cool that this is Good News Day? Don't you just love Good News Day? Oh, sorry, that sounded like an evil laugh. I gave you good news. I tricked you and gave you good news. You came here for fear mongering. I got none. Yeah, it looks like a spider web, Helen. This web, and it looks like it finally gets to a point where it's like super saturated. Really, and there's like too much multiplying, too many things going on. Stop your whining. Oh my god. I'm about to say goodbye to everybody, but then I wanted them to see this like cool illustration like 47 times before I say goodbye. So they could be like, oh my god, I get it now. I'm sorry that you can only see like part of this. The source where I got it, part of it was covered up. So sorry about that. I couldn't find a different source for it than this one. But you still get the idea. And you see how all of these patterns let me see where the patterns are. Sorry, I can't remember where the patterns do. Nope. Oh, you can see a lot of this going on in there. Yeah, lots of patterns. And, oh, here it is. Here it is. I was trying to find the patterns. Like this. Did you see this kind of stuff? Oh, hold on. Okay, so we've got sine waves. So check out these patterns. And let me go back to this. Sine waves. Sorry. Take these out. Here we go. Okay, look at all the patterns. Check out all these patterns. Like the 70s string art. Do you see all those holes? Tons of holes at the end, right? So now we look at all these patterns. Oops. Oh, good grief. I have to scroll up to the top. There we go. Look at all these patterns. Wow. See how we can experience all of these? Starting to make more sense, isn't it? Like when you leave out all the fancy words. Like these extruders, I call them. I go to food reference, food gadget reference, an extruder. Like think of this, an extruder. And these are all the different patterns. Look at all these patterns. We saw every single one of these patterns, didn't we? We saw every single one of these. That's so cool, you guys. So when our world gets so crazy and complicated and we're trying to find the answers inside, see how we'll never get an answer? There will only be more confusion. Because you're having this experience from every possible angle, everything is going to contradict something else. Is that good to know? Truth is not singular. Truth is perspective. So we're all searching for the truth, or is it just a common programming? A shared program under the guise of truth? Because again, truth is perspective. So then again, that would just be one perspective, whatever you're labeling the truth. And it's only momentary. What seems true right now, after you've learned a little bit more, a week from now is not true at all. This is what happened. You changed your perspective. Did truth change? Your perspective changed. Look at all the different perspectives that you can have this experience. Puppy. Are you a professional whiner? Do you get paid for that? No, because you live rent free here. You live here rent free. So you guys, I had fun with you. I'm gonna go play with my puppy now. Yeah, I think it's something like that. I did give her like a lot to drink because she did have a pumpkin spice latte, and then she did have the carob powder and the goat's milk and honey, and she did drink a lot of water, so it's probably that time. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out. And if you've got some topics that you would like for me to talk about, just write me at kelly@kellycoffee.com. Up there. Kelly. Oops. That didn't work out. Hold on. Kelly at. Where's my at? What's my at? There we go. Right. Boom. There we go. Just write me and say, hey, Kelly, talk about this topic. Wait, why is it doing this? Hold on. Oh, good grief. There we go. Okay. Kelly@kellycoffee.com. And just write to me. And like, yeah, Kelly, all these topics are very interesting. So we'll do that. All right. Do you guys have any questions or anything, or whether on topic or not? And then if it's like, oh, that's a good question, and we might just do a whole show around a question sometimes. Hey, what are you looking at? What are you doing? Are you a good girl? She's like, the sun is out. Why are we not outside? The sun is out. Sorry, guys. I like when I leave, I want to make sure you've got like at least maybe like 2 minutes or so, because of all the delays. And it's like if you've got a question, maybe you have to think of the question, actually type it, hit send, and then the delay, and then I get it. So I just want to make sure that I can help you if at all possible. Come here. What's going on with you? You seem to want something very specific. It's not anything I'm offering, like a hug. What? Did you want to go outside? Is that what's going on? Do you need to go potty? You're wanting more food? Because you're going to get food, but the other food requires a little more labor than what I'm willing to do on a live broadcast. Yeah, there's more labor to your other food. But yep, that's what she's wanting. She's wanting me to go ahead and feed her. Okay. We'll do it, but I have to say goodbye to everybody, and then I'll do it. Oh my God. Okay, you guys. Yes, it is orange ball time. Anyway, I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out. And oops. Oh crap. I was in the wrong place. Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. Okay. Oh my God. Boom. There we go. Huh. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next video.
Round of dreams where the stars align. Kelly Coffee takes you on a ride divine. In her thought bubble we sail through the night. Exploring the universe, our vision takes flight. The symphony of galaxies fills the